Hello everyone, welcome to Toonium Top 10 Video Games That Deserve Animated Adaptation.
Jump!
We're all familiar with the well-known video game movie curse, right? As of late, that curse seems to be on its way out, with shows like Castlevania and Cyberpunk Edge Runners to big screen adaptations of our favorite Blue Blur and the world's most famous plumber. It seems studios are beginning to finally figure out how to make an interactive medium into a watchable and enjoyable show or movie. There are many franchises that are deserving of such a treatment.
Number 10.
Starting off our list is Platinum Games' 2013 electrifying action-packed cult classic, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Following Raiden, aka Mr. Lightning Bolt, this game is a hard departure from its stealthy espionage approach of its original franchise, Metal Gear Solid. Trading in a cardboard box for a literal lightning blade, Raiden must navigate the world as he aims to tear down Desperado and stop them from war profiteering. This game's political and moral ideologies will fit right into an animated show, not to mention the balls-to-the-wall action that Platinum is known for. Maybe even give us more of an in-depth look into Raiden's life as he struggles with being a hero or reverting back to the killer he knows he is deep down. It is, after all, the rules of nature.
Number 9.
At number 9 on our list is a franchise that has long laid dormant, and its fan base has stayed ever vigilant for the day it may return. The smoothest raccoon on the planet not named Rocket. We're talking about Sucker Punch's Sly Cooper. In 2017, it was announced that Sly Cooper would be getting an animated adaptation in the form of a show. Since then, in 2019, Sony opened PlayStation Studios. And even before that, we were prepared to get a movie based on Sly Cooper. There was a teaser on it, but alas, nothing happened. And the franchise has laid dormant to this day. A show would reinvigorate the franchise, as well as introduce a generation to the wily raccoon sleuth and his ragtag crew. I think it would be an instant hit.
Number 8.
Next up is the viral outbreak tale of Alex Mercer, a man who wakes up with no memories and strange abilities connected to a disease spreading through the streets of Manhattan. Known only as Blacklight, it turns its hosts into violent, mutated monstrosities. Alex must navigate the city to uncover the secrets of his power's origins, as well as the secrets of the blight terrorizing the city. A suspenseful thriller full of twists and turns, Prototype would make an interesting yet slightly depressing show or film, complete with a cold protagonist, political intrigue, an endemic setting, and rounding it out with crazed superhero action. We also feel like this show would probably be at home on Max.
Number 7.
Our number 7 is somewhat of a tall order. Hailing from THQ Nordic and featuring the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, we have Darksiders.
Darkstalkers.
The reason this is a tall order, those who know the source material would expect nothing less than a season per writer. That's 4 seasons, maybe a final season of the 4 of them together. Following first, as war is framed for triggering the apocalypse, the subsequent seasons would uncover a plot between both heaven and hell, introducing us to a wild cast of characters in each. This would be an absolute globe-trotting wild ride, laying out a vast and beautifully deadly world akin to Lord of the Rings. You ready to ride with the horsemen?
Number 6.
In the far reaches of space, dastardly space pirates terrorize the starways under the command of their evil draconic warlord, Ridley. The Galactic Federation, made up of many species across the universe, works to fight them, as well as keeping the strange Metroid species at bay. One bounty hunter, Samus Aran, raised by the Chozo as a child, fights the pirates, but comes to realize she has a deep intertwined history with them, as well as the Metroid species. A series based on this gaming franchise would be tough to pull off, surely, but an animated series could delve more into the backstory of Samus, as well as the Chozo, maybe even the dawn of the Metroid race.
Number 5.
We have Life is Strange. As someone who did not play this, I didn't realize just how easily this would translate to a show format. It may be the easiest adaptation on this list. The story follows Max Caulfield, a girl returning to her hometown where she witnessed her childhood best friend Chloe gunned down in the school bathroom. At that moment, Max awakened abilities to rewind time, which she used to save her best friend's life. Max also ends up getting visions of a coming storm, as well as using her powers to find a third lost friend of hers. This is just one of many stories in the Life is Strange franchise, many of which would translate to TV very well. Full of colorful and unique characters, we feel Life is Strange would be an instant classic amongst young adults and teens as well.
Number 4.
Set in Fabletown, The Wolf Among Us starts as a series of murders disrupts the peace this town has experienced. Detective Bixby Wolf, aka the Big Bad Wolf, must uncover the secrets of Fabletown, all the while battling his own personal turmoil. Who can he trust, and who will huff and puff and blow his house down? This game, filled with familiar fairy tales with a more realistic twist, would also easily translate to a show format. Here's hoping to see Fabletown truly come to life on our screens someday.
Number 3.
Featuring a crazy cast of vault hunters who all come to the planet Pandora to plunder its fabled vault. Borderlands lends itself extremely well to an episodic show. We do believe this franchise is getting a live-action movie, but we will want it animated as a show. Watching as various vault hunters make their way to Pandora, it would be a fun time to see just how crazy they screw each other over in the pursuit of wealth and greed.
Number 2.
A spacefaring adventure, badass space jets, cool anthropomorphic characters in the cockpit, this show would be an instant classic as well. Star Fox follows Fox McCloud, an R-Wing pilot, and his crew comprised of Slippy Toad, Peppy Hare, and Falco Lombardi. They make up the mercenary team eponymously named Star Fox. The series, set in the Lilat system, follows their effort at fighting back against Andros, a scientist once with pure intentions but driven to insanity by his mechanical obsession. An animated series of this franchise would be a lot of fun to watch, especially to see the origins of the Ragtag crew, watching as they learn to fly the prototype R-Wings. Again, this will probably be a fun series to watch for both young Nintendo fans who haven't played the original game and old heads who know the lore.
Number 1.
A town stricken by a plague that turns its hunters into beasts, a church whose utter secrecy hides their unholy practices. Welcome to Yharnam, friends. Welcome to Bloodborne. From the highly esteemed From Software studio and heralded by its creator as his magnum opus, Bloodborne lends itself to a show remarkably well, because the content of the show would actually all be the backstory that leads up to the events of the game, setting up its dark secrets and scenery. Everything from discovering Ebrietas in the dungeons, the founding of the Blood Church and the splitting at Bergenworth, to the burning of Old Yharnam and the raid at the fishing hamlet. This show would set up the many people and creatures you fight in the game. A tragedy all around. We feel this show would go over well. Bloodborne's deep Lovecraftian influence is just another reason why the draw-in for this show would be next level. We believe Bloodborne would catch the eye of people who don't even know what the source material is. And in time, we will all see why we must fear the old blood.
I know that you'll be back.